and monsters to the screams of comrades slain. I come back and find my palace desecrated, sacked like Troy. Worst of all, I hear you dare to touch my wife and hurt my boy! I have had enough.
Battle at the edge of the unknown.
Somewhere in the shadows lurks an agile, deadly foe. We have the advantage, we've the numbers and the might.
No, you don't understand it. This man plans for every fight. Where is he? Where is he?
Keep your head down, he's aiming for the torches. Our weapons, they're missing.
He's using the darkness to hide his approaches.
We're empty-handed, up against an archer. Our only chance is to strike him in the darkness.
We know these odds, the odds can't be tilted.
You don't think I know my own palace? I built it!
Serpent's head. Now the rest of us are no longer a threat. Oh King, forgive us instead, so that no more blood is shed. Let's have open arms instead.
No.
Cunning than I assumed. While we were busy plotting, he hid our weapons inside this room.
I find it hard to believe that the sharpest of kings left his armory unlocked.
So what? Now that we have armed ourselves, let's make the bastard rot.
Behind you!
Weapons, and I ensure you'll be spared.
After seeing what the king will do to us, we wouldn't dare.
I don't want to hurt you, but trust me, I've come prepared.
Your very presence is doomed the king, young prince. We don't fight fair.
Stop!
Brothers, we got company, and he's made a grave mistake. Left the weapons room unlocked, and now they're ours to take. Brothers, come and arm yourselves. There's a chance for us to win. We can still defeat the king if we all attack the prince.
Where is he? Where is he?
Capture him, he's our greatest chance.
Get off me! Get off me!
Fight till the prince can barely stand.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Make the king obey our commands.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
'Cause if he won't, I'll break the kid's hands. Got him.
Mercy. Mercy. My mercy is long since drowned. It died to bring me home. And as long as you're around, my family's fate is left unknown. You plotted to kill my son. You planned to rape my wife. All of you are going to die. You filled my heart with hate. All of you who have done me wrong. This will be your fate! Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again. Yes, sir.
Chat. Chat. The scours the crowd. Chat. Chat. Is anybody alive, chat? No, I think chat's dead actually. Can't believe this. Can't believe this, guys. The one day I go live. I'm just kidding. Hi, chat. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Random stream for the first time in like 3 weeks. I've had time to stream. I've had time to stream. I'm here, guys. I'm real. I'm real. But yeah, no, I've finally had some time to be able to come in to stream something. So I thought, why not stream the one thing that I really enjoy and probably end up playing Minecraft midway of it. So that's what we're here for. I don't think any mutuals who are actually active Transformers fans are probably watching, but you know, it's okay. You guys can listen to my little story time. Smile. You guys can listen to my little story time about the convention. You guys like my story times, right? Right? Right, chat? You guys like my story times. Right? Okay, anyways, I'm also gonna hop onto Druidcraft for the first time. For the first time, I'm getting on Druidcraft, which is really crazy to think about because I don't stream. I haven't been streaming in a hot minute, so for me to hop on Druidcraft after this long, kind of crazy. But yeah, we're gonna be yapping about Transformers while I'm playing Minecraft. Right now I'm just gonna be yapping to y'all. How you guys been? How have my goobers been? How's everybody doing? How's everybody? Minecraft, yes. Hi Coda, how are you? How are you? Hi. Hi. I'm doing okay. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Dude, oh my god, no. No, I need to actually crash out. Oh my god. No, I can't crash out. No. Oh. Chat. Chat, when I say no, I was tweaking. Genuinely tweaking today. No, I'm not good, bro. Dude, no, because it's so bad that it makes my skin boil so bad. That's how bad it is. I can't even talk about it without getting pissed off. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay, no. Okay. For everybody's information, we all know I'm in college, right? Before I get into the Transformers convention recap, we all know, right? I'm in college. I'm a community college student. I've said this several times. I'm a community college student. Sometimes, just sometimes, you will get very, 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 very questionable professors, right? We all have those. Every once in a while, you're gonna get those either really iffy professors that you're like, yo, should you even be doing your job? And the ones that are like, that make you think, okay, you're just not gonna actually teach me, I'm gonna have to learn by myself. We have there's always the few special kinds, right? There's always the few special kinds. And I only have 3 classes. I only have 3 art classes. I'm an art major, for those who don't know. I only have 3 art classes. And yet, out of those 3, one, a singular one, manages to make me so ungodly angry. Like, I had patience. And I had calmness for that class. I had benefit of the doubt. I had patience. I said, you know what? It's just something up, right? It's probably fine. Just give it time. It'll be fine. Boy, am I wrong. Brother, I'm so wrong. Brother, when I say that I genuinely do not feel like this professor knows what they're doing, I'm being so dead serious. This, you know when like people act a certain way that you're like, are they on something? Even though you can very much tell they aren't. That is my professor. That is my 1 out of the 3 art classes I have professor. That is what they are like. And you know, the first few 2 weeks, I was like, you know what? It's fine. They're just a little special. It's okay. They're just a little special. It's okay. They're just a little special. Everyone's a little special sometimes. I thought it would go away after the first 2 weeks. You know, because like, oh, you know, adjusting to a new class. It's a new semester. Blah, 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 blah. I'm so wrong. I am wrong. I am proven wrong. Every single time. And I choose to give benefit of the doubt because I'm nice. I like to think I'm nice, guys. But good lord. My patience. My general patience was... It is... I can't even, like... Bro. I literally cannot even talk about this professor without genuinely almost feeling like I need to either punch something or I need something to get it out because, oh, good lord. I'm not joking when I say this professor doesn't know what they're doing. I come into class. You know what happens the first 2 hours every class in the morning? Nothing. We sit, and they come in, and they proceed to be like, okay, guys, we're gonna get started today. And then proceeds to tell us, I'm gonna explain everything first. Oh, hi. Hi, Rad. Hi, Rad. Welcome to my rant about my professor. I've told you about them. We sit down. They come in. They say their usual greeting. And then, you know what happens? You know what happens? I'm gonna explain it to you guys so you guys have an idea of what you're doing. It seems like a lot of you don't know what you're doing. No shit. No fucking shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Of course I don't know what I'm doing. You don't explain anything. Oh my god. Okay. She will literally go, hey guys, this is the plan. This is the assignment. Leaves mid-explanation. Middle of the class. Goes to Narnia for like a quick... Actually, not even quick. Like a solid 20-30 minutes. Leaves to Narnia. Right? Goes to Narnia. Goes to... I don't know. The back rooms? The professor back rooms? I don't know what they do back there. How am I supposed to know? I'm the student. I don't know anything about that. What am I supposed to know? I ain't gonna know that. Why would I know that? And so, basically, every first 2 hours, or the first hour of our class, we waste away doing nothing but listening to the professor yap, and then none of it makes sense. Even if we ask to be, even after they ask like any questions, guys, and people try to get a clarification, it's still not clear. Even after asking for a clarification from this professor, I swear on God. Sorry. Brother. Shush, narrator, shush, silence. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I actually. Oh wait, hold on. This is loud. Wait, give me a second. Okay. Oh, brother. When I say I have patience, I really do. But it has gotten to the point where even me, who it takes quite a bit to get me pretty pissed off, at least when it comes to IRL. Is that a spider? Hold up. Chat, I gotta check if this is a spider web on my desk. Hold on. Chat, 1 second. Hold up. What is that? What is that? What are you? What are you? Wait a minute. Okay, chat, give me a second. I gotta handle something real quick. Hold up. Anyways, chat, I totally didn't handle something that would scare the living life out of me. Okay, anyways. Okay, so back to the rant. Dude. Okay, right now, in said class where that professor is genuinely starting to piss me off, oh, my goodness. Like, I'm being so dead serious. Right now, we have a project, right, for it. And they fully expect us to get it done within the span of 2 weeks. Mind you, this thing is like 34 inches. Big. Tall. It is not... It is... No. It's just not doable. It's just not. And I know it's not. And for the record, chat, I work quite a lot. So, I don't exactly have much time to be able to be like, let me go in on a day that I have off to you know, go go do stuff and like go work on it, right? No. I don't have that time. You see, I'm a busy bee that has a legitimate job. I'm not okay. I'm a busy bee that requires my job and full attention, right? Like I'm busy. I'm busy. Like I don't have time to come in and do that because I'm busy. It don't matter. I don't have reset. I don't have time to go do that. But this professor fully expects us to come in and be like, okay, I'm ready to work. No. Brother, half the amount that she is saying for us to come in is like, you know, days and nights and times that people don't have time to come in. Like, half of these people don't got time. You understand me? It just ain't. It just ain't. There's just no time. It just ain't. Anyways, okay. Enough about me ranting about my professor. Enough ranting about my professor. Let's talk about what we actually came here for, which is Transformers Convention LA, or TFCON LA. Anyways, hi guys. Hi Matt. Hi Max. How are you? Minecraft. No, thank you. Anyways, let's go back to what I was talking about, which is what this is actually is for. Oh wait, hold on. You guys can wait, hold on. You guys aren't allowed to see the. You guys aren't allowed to see the server IP. Anyways, this is my first time online. Anyways, so TFCon LA, me, hi, me pointing. Insert that one pointing at me at myself face thing. Why is my okay? Well, my PC's getting lagged out. Hello, hello. Hi, Goober.
Me? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Was good? Was good. Hold on. Where's it? Oh. Boop. What's up? Hi, Goob. Hi. Where am I? Huh. Chat. I'm cooked. Can I now open up the map? The map. The map. The map. The map. The map. Push to talk. No. Voice. Well. Sure. Yeah. Okay, where am I? Hunter! Hunter! Where do I go? Oh, you'll come find me? Okay, bet. I don't even know where about it. Oh, wait, I need to change my shift. Whoops. What? What? Oh, why does it automatically do that? I don't like the recording. Hold on. Sprint, cap lock, sneak, shift. What is my other what? Anyways, guys, so TFCon LA, 3 days, being a volunteer, and also being the first year as a volunteer, and my first year ever attending it as well. Where is the stupid shift? Where? What? Where? Anyways, oh, this. Mighty, a little high and mighty, Odysseus. Anyways. Word. Anyways. First year ever attending, and also, Me talking about TFCON LA and I just see you appear out of nowhere. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, freak. I'm in my settings, bro. I'm cooked. I'm in my settings.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured? He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her.
Yeah, am I being kidnapped? Oh, I hate that it says 3D. Oh, I have to change that. Hold on. Wait. I gotta turn off the replay mod because I don't like replay. Me no likey. I don't like it. I don't like to replay. What are you doing? I'm worried now. What are you doing? Oh, I want to do carry. Uh-huh. Oh god. What are you? Why are you burying me? Me trying to explain the convention, I'm getting buried over here. Oh, Phantom. I hear Phantom. Uh-huh. Wait. Phantoms are afraid of the cats? Can I zoom now? No. Ah! Oh. Oh. Ash baby bash playing. Hold on. Flashbang. Ah! Hey guys. What? Oh. Oh, I've been stolen. I'm being kidnapped. Does your chat want to hear me yap about TFCON? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. It might. Oh. Okay. Oh, good lord. Anyways, hi guys. Welcome to the TFCON Yapper chat. So, first year ever attending that convention, also my first year volunteering at that convention at the exact same time. I'm crazy. I know. I'm insane. That's just how I am. But anyways. Low-key though, everybody was super duper nice. All the volunteers were amazing. The convention itself was also pretty cool as well. People were actually extremely polite. We did have a few interesting characters that were not the nicest to fellow volunteers, but they're okay. They were okay though. A lot of the people were very nice to us and like were understanding that we were just trying to do our job for people. Like, guys, we're just trying to do our job. Please listen. But honestly, first day, Friday, it was super chill. It was not even, it was a little packed because this year they did something new of opening up the dealer room, which is basically the like early access to where all the stands and shops are inside, and also taking a look at different places where the voice actors and special guests were placed along the outside of the convention, still inside a building, but on the outside of where the main dealer hall was. And basically just like you being able to see who's gonna be where for like Saturday and Sunday, who's gonna do what. Panels were like on a different side of it since this was technically at the hotel, which I'm safe to say the location of where TFCON LA takes place, because it's the same location every single year for some reason, nearby the Burbank airport at Marriott Hotel. Basically we had the panels and the comic artists behind the registration desk of the hotel for some reason, because that was the only place where there's like a big indoor place for conferences and things like that. So that's where the panels were held, and then everything else was just inside the convention that was like on the other side of the hotel. That wasn't too far out. Ooh, loot. That wasn't too far out. But it was pretty chill. The first day was kind of like, eh. It was very calm actually. We were just standing outside for a little while before registration started for people to come pick up their badges, because we were just like, oh, you know, just in case people start lining up early, we could actually be able to be like, okay. Oh good lord, my chunks. Oh good lord, chunks. Oh good lord, chunks. Oh good lord, chunks. Quote unquote base. This is where Lemon lives. Uh-huh. I lost you. Oh, I'm blind. Okay, what? Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Magic, magic, magic. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Is that a swordfish? Ooh. Oh. Okay, he's building it slowly. Got you. Okay. Ebony wood. Oh, that is not a good idea to go down. Yeah, I was about to go in there. Oh, oh, oh. Can you okay, how many people does it take to work a button? I don't think the stuff to make it run is connected right now. Or at least it's not like on. Oh, these are like engine based stuff, I think. I don't know how this stuff works either. Guys, I'm not Minecraft tech mod savvy. I just play regular Minecraft. I don't play modded that often. I say that as if I've not been in several lore servers. Anyways, TFCON. So, day one. You good? Hunter is huntering. Yep. Yeah? 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 What's up? I told you. I don't think it's connected. Where is everybody? Are they playing Labyrinth? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Where are my ooms? I think you're gonna end up killing me. Yeah? Okay. Okay, let me see. I don't know. I'm scared. Oh. I think it does. Uh-huh. This looks more like pole dancing, dude. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna become an 18 plus streamer so I can just say whatever I want. I'm PG-13. Oh wait, we have that one mod that does like footsteps and echoing. Ooh. Yay! I love that mod. Oh good lord, I can't even. Oh, let me put my brightness up. Hold up. Brightness, where are you? Oh, it's at 50. Chuck that to 100. Oh, that's still not helping, but whatever. Oh well.
Men, 600 deaths under my command.
He's insane. He's crazy, actually. God. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, okay. You're fine. The blowfish. Blarb. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Scrubland. Huh? Oh, that's unfortunate. Why is there your face but like beat up? Or is that Momo's? Oh, it's your IBL skin. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I see the ingots. How's that subathon going? How's the subathon going, Hunter? I know. Congratulations! Congratulations, you're doomed. Day 16. I know. You're cooked, dog. You're actually cooked. You're never leaving this home. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. What the freak? I'm just gonna give it to somebody. You do my enchanting for me. I don't have anything, so.
I just hopped on.
Inscriptions. Okay. Spell. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh. Yo. So sparkly. Oh god. I'm lagging so bad. I don't know why I'm lagging. I mean, it's only 200 mods. I've handled worse. Which is why I'm really confused. Bro, I used to handle a 300 mod pack for a build for when I was a builder at the beginning of my time on a MacBook. How is a MacBook handling that better than this? PC is dying. I need to get a new PC. Okay, what's up? Uh-huh. Why is there just blobfish on the ground? Is it edible? Well, I need food. Mm-hmm. If more people get on. They're in the maze. Mm-hmm. To steal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Wow. Can I have everything? Can I have food? I low-key need food. What is wrong with you? Oh. Why? I'm worrying about it. You know what's really bad? When you realize you haven't been streaming Minecraft audio. It's just gonna sound like I've been talking to myself later. Guys, guys, please, I haven't streamed for 3 weeks. Leave me alone. Chat, why didn't you say anything? I'm blaming chat. No, chat just sitting there, listening to me in the background, talking to myself, thinking I'm crazy. And nobody on chat decided to tell me, hey, comment, you're by yourself.
What is wrong with you?
Nobody told me! Oh my god, chat, you fail me every time, I swear to god. This is why I can't trust my chat.
So yeah, but
Just
what
kidding.
I mean
I love my
by
chat. Yeah, what's up?
my chat has done things to me, so I can't really say that. They've been there and I
You're
love
right,
them
you're fine.
for like some things, but they've had me for long enough.
Mhm.
And besides the point, what I mean by if you need anything, I mean I have 1,500
Not my reasons.
Oh god.
Curse you, Timmy Turner.
Iron, 735
What is this shit?
Oh god.
ingots, plus more that I need to craft right now. Actually,
Oh
thanks
god.
me for reminding me. 826 mithril ingots.
Thank you so
actually,
much for the sub,
and
souls!
148 netherite ingots.
Mhm.
If you want anything,
Can I have armor?
am here. Can you have armor? Yes, I
Yes.
actually.
Can I have a
Funny
starter
story.
pack?
Do you want like okay? Yeah.
I don't
usually
care.
still
I just
you
want-
still
I
need
just
some
want-
progression. Yeah, I am. It's okay. I just sit right here and they just won't care. I can give you like because you still want progression, obviously. So I'll
Yeah.
give you like unenchanted things. Okay. Do you want to start out with iron or diamond? How much progression do you?
How
want?
much? How greedy can I be?
Listen, your level of greedy can go past a diamond. I've given you 32 golden apples. So.
Can I have both?
Yeah, I can give you, both. Hold on, I can make. Actually, hold on. I can use the backpack for this since I have many a backpack extra.
Yeah.
These are all just for show because I currently have in my inventory
Ooh.
4 by 12, 14 backpacks. on me. So
Why
these
you
are
have
all
that
for
many?
show. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. So I can do diamond armor.
Go away. Shoo. Shoo.
Perfect. There's diamond
Welcome to
armor in
greed.
this-
I'm greed.
It's okay. This backpack, the one that you're getting right now, has a music disc thing on it. You can
Oh
just play
my
music if you
god!
want.
Music bees. Oh, let me
Alright,
fix
and then
my
I'll give
keybinds
you
again. Oh
the
my god.
15 diamonds.
At this point, I just have to fix my keybind 7,000 times.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out of my way just to like fix all of them. I'm just only making sure I can have zoom because I miss zooming. I miss my zoom in. Give me my zoom.
Alright. Here is your starter pack.
Yeah.
This has 15 extra diamonds, 20 extra iron, diamond armor, and iron armor.
Oh god.
So there is still a lot of progression that you can go through.
Yay!
You have so many after netherite. There's like 4 different sets of armor from boss drops that you can
What?
craft depending on which direction you want to go. I went the ice direction, which is why I have an ice spellbook and full 15% ice spell power armor. And that's the direction I went. If you would like a spell book, I have extra of those as well, depending on if you want like a starter spell book, which I have.
I don't even
which
think I'm gonna
would-
touch spells. I don't understand it, so I don't want to touch it.
Okay, that is fair. I have 9 different spell books from bosses, slash ones that you can craft in case you want that. Otherwise, hold on, I actually probably
Mellow.
should give you.
I have.
Here, take 11 wood, and then you can start your journey.
I can start my journey into no man's land where I don't know anything.
Are you using a backpack
Yeah.
as your chest plate slot right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put you on something.
Yeah.
Press like the symbol next to your helmet,
Okay.
and then put the backpack in. I believe
Back?
it is the back. I think
Oh.
it could go in back weapon. I believe, or just regular back slot.
Ow.
And now you're locked.
Yay.
All right. Hell, do you have a base on the server, or are you with Lemon?
I think Hell's with Lemon.
Okay. In that case, you're on your way.
I think so. I don't know.
With Lemon? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, you are on your way. There is an end portal open, but I'm gonna save it
I'm
until,
not gonna.
obviously, as you progress.
No, I'm not touching that in a million years.
Okay, alright. Then you're ready to go. If you ever need an enchanter, I can enchant stuff. But for now, you got this.
I don't think so, Chief. I think I'm gonna die.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Why is the timer at negative time? I don't know what you're talking about.
You stop trolling your chat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, chat, back to TFCON LA. Oh, I'm gonna loot their home first. I'm gonna see their homes. See if they have anything. Anyway, so Friday, right? Pretty chill. We just got placed outside of where the actual convention hall was to like in case lines started up early, we would be able to organize where people are and where people went. So just me and a few other volunteers. We're standing outside. We're chilling, talking, and just like just vibing, just straight vibing. Some of us taking turns of whenever the other needed to go inside for the AC because it's a little too hot. Even though we had a tent set up, it was still pretty hot. But we basically went ahead and just, handled lines. I handled lines technically. We started setting up lines and stuff like that, and like helping out. Oh, creeper, Minecraft creeper. And basically, oh, I thought that was iron. Damn. Trolled. What the freak? What is that? Anyways, let's go. And basically, while we were, oh my god, it's so dark in here. I actually can't see. I gotta sit up for that. Ooh. Hello? Oh, it's more than looted already, but I just want to look. More than likely already looted. Can I find coal? No? No coal? Basically, we would handle, we were just chilling outside, me and some volunteers. We were chilling there, you know, just standing, talking, yapping. And a few of, like, the people who, a few of the attendees, the guests that were gonna be there to pick up the wristbands, they, like, you know, saw it. We eventually, I don't know how we got to the point where we started, like, you know, trading freebies between one another. But we did. And it slowly became from, oh, just a few people that were around us and the other volunteers with us who were there giving out some things between each other, to suddenly different other people who were attending the convention started being like, oh my god, freebies, here you go, and I just get handed stickers and everything. It was so cool though. It was so cute. I loved everybody who went to TFCON because they were so sweet. They were so everyone was very respectful and kind. I'm not gonna lie. We did have a few incidents here and there, but you know, that's just kind of how conventions go. You can't really have there's no such thing as a perfect convention. There's always going to be problems. However, a lot of things were handled pretty quick. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I'm scared. I don't know what that was, and I don't think I want to find out. I'm okay. I don't know what that was, and I don't want to find out. But yeah, everybody was super duper respectful. Lots of amazing people that went that I didn't really get to meet too many people. I didn't really get to be, like, around, the guests too much because I was busy being a volunteer and being on my shift and making sure people didn't, you know, get hurt or something. Let me not stand so close to lava. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Hat. Black Lotus. Don't know what that is. Chalk box. Glowberry. Torches! And basically, the first day, I low-key got, like, a few free stickers, a few things here and there, little trinkets here and there. I got a few trinkets and stickers here and there. And everybody was very sweet, actually. Everybody was very polite. First day, pretty chill. I got inside the dealer room. So, basically, the dealer room is the area where all the people who are either the artists or the vendors themselves who are selling figures were able to set up, shaders? Do I have shaders? Shaders. 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 Oh, shaders. Do we have shaders? There we go, shader packs. Open shader folder. Open shader folder. I know I have some on my PC. Did I get rid of them? Shoot. Alright, so either my game is gonna crash or it's gonna take the shaders. We don't know. Anyways. Chat, I think my game is about to lag. I ain't gonna lie. I think the game is gonna lag and die. Uh-oh. Not responding. Anyways. So yeah, so the vendor hall, for apparently this year was the first year they've ever done that of having early access to the vendor hall or the dealer room. Where you could, you know, have early access into getting to see what's available, who's selling what artists are there in the artist alley. And it was really nice. I really liked it. I took like 2-3 laps around after I was done with my shift of being a volunteer and handling the lines outside. After my shift, I kind of just like, you know, walked around a few times, see what I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna buy today yet, but I'm just gonna, you know, take a little look-see around the artist alley. There was like so many talented artists, dude. It was so cool to see so many artists, and I was like, yo, I didn't know people did this. Crazy. And I technically bought some stuff on Friday, but no, actually no, did I? No, I didn't. No, I'm just crazy. I didn't buy anything on Friday because I was just like, I'm just looking. I was trying to look for any Rodimus or Hot Rod figures that were being sold, which there was a few, but I was like, yeah, ouch. Price is a little iff. Some of them were reasonably priced. Others I'm like, yo, that is too much for my wallet. Or I was just like, I don't want to spend just quite yet when I haven't even looked at everywhere else. But I mainly bought a lot of prints, art prints, and like keychains and stuff like that. And mainly just a lot of autographs and photos with the voice actors. Out of like, compared to like, you know, going ahead and, what the freak? Instead of just like, you know, buying merchandise. I did want to buy some figures, but I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. Kinda, I'm gonna hold off on it. Disclaimer, Comet did not buy any figures at all whatsoever, and I feel so dumb for not buying any. I was like, I was in the perfect place to get them for a good price. And my dumb blew it because I completely forgot about figures. Because I was running around so much during TFCON. But yeah, no, Friday was pretty chill. Took a look around, took a few laps. I think I only was maybe interested in a few things, but I was like, hi, miss. And so moving on to Saturday. I'm tired. I'm exhausted because for the past like Friday, I woke up at like, I got to that place at like 7 in the morning. Saturday morning, I also got there at 7 to be there on time for like volunteers to handle early morning. Oh, good lord. Good lord. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. I don't have a shield. I'm running. Anyways, yeah. So Saturday rolls around. I'm there already at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Crazy. I know. I'm insane. Anyways. I'm insane because, you know, that's just how the volunteer grind be. Second day, we kind of just sit, me and a few of the other volunteers kind of just sit there in the office for a little bit, just waiting for our shifts to start. We played like a little few rounds of like Uno or whatever. I don't even know what it was. It was like, it wasn't Uno. It was like a different game. It wasn't called Uno, but it was like I don't know how it works. It works like Monopoly or something like that. I don't remember. But they were super duper cool, amazing people. We're waiting for our shift to start. And then once they're like, okay, they eventually lead us over. They come grab us, who are the volunteers. So the people who were in charge of us, the staff, they come, one of the two grab us, tell us, hey guys, so you're gonna be in charge of this area, lead us to our station for like a little bit of time being. And then, you know, we just kind of, I was doing line control for an hour outside in the morning first. I was handling line control. So, basically, we had to make sure people just didn't, get out of hand while they were trying to go in. Since for all the people who had picked up their wristbands the day prior, and also making like leading people basically to like, hey, if you haven't picked up your wristbands, you're gonna be on the other side, not in the line, not in the big old line that's formed. And the other line, that was the big line we were handling, was like, okay, if you guys already have your wristbands, you guys are basically gonna you're going to all basically just show us your wristband and go on in. And I was handling the back of the line because it was pretty big how long we'd gotten to the back. So I was just, you know, wrangling people to be like, hey, just make sure you have your wristbands. Just, you know, follow orderly fashion line that we were doing. Follow the line we were doing because, to be honest, what the Ew, ew. I don't like that. What is that thing? I don't like that.
Meow meow.
Are you dangerous? What? Not the Herobrine sound. Hello? Does it talk to you? I'm scared. What if it kills me? I have all my stuff on me too. What does this do? What is this? Okay. What is that? Will it attack me? I don't know what you are, but you're weird. Oh! I don't know what you are, but I'm leaving. See ya. Anyways, so I handle the outside line for a bit, and then eventually, one of the staff that's in charge of us, the volunteers, just grabs me and a few others, and they're like, alright guys, we're gonna put you in different positions again. And they proceed to put me on the inside, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can actually be in the AC this time compared to yesterday. And an hour earlier, I was outside in the sun. Even though I was underneath the tent, it was still hot regardless that we had a tent outside for the people standing in line. Even with the shade and the sun not being up yet, it was still hot. Like, it's California, guys. Cali's gonna be hot. That's just how it is. California weather is just bipolar. And so, basically, I basically get put inside, and I'm like, okay, great. I'm just letting people know, like, where to head to if they're going down the exit. You know, helping out with, like, some voice actors' lines that were getting a little long from my position and where I was. And then, at some point of me being, I was, for the record, on the inside position I was inside of, for the inside position I was placed inside the convention hall, I was there for 4 hours straight. And I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. We were slammed with, like, it wasn't, I'm gonna be honest, for us volunteers, we needed more people, I ain't gonna lie. We needed more people, but you know what? We made do with what we had. But basically, what ended up happening was that at a certain time frame, if you guys don't know the names of the actual voice actors for Optimus Prime and Megatron, here's a little information for you. Optimus Prime's voice actor is named Peter Cullen. Megatron's voice actor is called Frank Welker. That is their names. At some point, their lines were going to start up at the inside of the convention, for meet and greets and autographs, which is, like, obviously a big old deal, because, like, you know, of course it's gonna be a big deal. These guys are, like, the originals. Like, all these people want to meet, you know, the man, the heroes, the people, the guys, right? So we basically, I'm not gonna deal with that crowd. Basically, what ended up happening was where I was placed inside, the line started up for Frank and Peter's, like, autographs, since they're, like, autographs and I think, no, it was their photos that were up first separately, and then their autographs, and then their duo photo sessions. Basically, they got placed up first, and immediately because of that, people were like starting to line up for the photo sessions and the autographs extremely early. Like, I'm talking like 3 hours ahead of time, which, fair, respect the grind, but also, dog, don't do that. It is California. It is hot outside. I didn't know if there was any shade outside because I was inside, so I couldn't even tell the people where to go. I couldn't even tell the people like, oh, there's probably shade outside for you to stand in. No, I didn't know anything. I was inside, dog. I didn't know anything about the outside line. But basically, all of a sudden, swarmed, packed, slammed. Everybody's lining up. There's people coming my way where I was placed at the exit. One exit that was no longer going to be used as an exit because of the fact that, you know, the people who are coming in for the meet and greet are coming in through the exit, which is how that was arranged. So that means you can't exit that way because there's people coming in and they're lining up. What... I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know how I did it, but I did something. I did it, and I'm proud of myself. For reference, I wasn't technically supposed to really know anything in my position in that place because they didn't really tell me anything, so I was like, okay, I'm assuming I just have to stand here and direct people where to go. I didn't know how the line was gonna work. All I did was work on dumb luck and a guess and overheard plans of what the idea was for how they were gonna do everything and said, okay, if the big bosses said this is how they're gonna do it, I'm assuming I have to give this kind of information. So I guessed half of my ass off on what I was actually trying to do. I guessed half of the stuff I was actually doing. I guessed half the directory I was giving to people for the line. It ended up being correct, thank goodness. But I didn't know. So I'm handling questions of people asking me where the line for Frank and Peter's sign their photos and their autographs are. I'm answering questions of where's the panel rooms, of where is so and so stand, where is this. Meanwhile, and on top of that, also trying to keep making sure people don't go out the exit they had before, because you'll run into the people who are in line for Peter and Frank coming inside the building from the outside. They were gonna clash into them. So I had to also make shout out to the security, because security was also being on top of that because that was mainly their job, but they were on top of it with me. On top of that, making sure with me. So directing people where to go, where the exit was, while also answering a million billion questions at the exact same time. Several people coming up to me at once. Also just also handling two other voice actors' lines, who in which were right in front of me from where I was standing, right? And basically, what the freak? Handling two other voice actors' lines on top of the indirect to big line I was already indirectly in charge of, and just doing a lot of things that was technically not really my place, but I did it anyways. I don't know if I was supposed to end up doing all that, but I did it, and I got through it. But and because everyone was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Whose is this? Wait, is this somebody's house or is this like a building? What is this? Hold on, let me check. Is this somebody's house? Let me check. Basically, oh, I think this is somebody's base. There's an portal right there. Nether portal there. Basically, I found this out later, what the big directory and big line I was helping handle after my shift. I later found out that As I was extremely overwhelmed from that, and you know what? Fair. I think it's fair to say anybody would have been overwhelmed with what I was doing. If you had been in my position, I think anybody would have been overwhelmed. Like, brother, I was chugging so much water that day. Like, it was unbelievable how much I was chugging. I found out after I got off my volunteer shift that they told me, other volunteers came up to me, checked on me because they were like, they heard that I had been, a lot of us didn't, unfortunately, a lot of us kind of, there was sacrifices made a little bit here and there, but it's okay. I don't mind. I loved every second of my time there. So, I loved every second of my time in the convention period. They came up, some other volunteers overheard what happened because someone had been there and like knew that I didn't get a chance to really go take a break, which is okay. It's fine. Like it's chill. I don't blame anybody. Sometimes things just happen in a convention that there's not enough people to spread out, or not enough communication between each other in order to provide to make sure that, you know, people will get a break. Because sometimes if there's like, it's like a job basically. You'll have people that will randomly either leave or don't tell you anything about anything, and then you're like guessing where they are half the time. We had a few people like that, but thankfully everybody on the volunteer team was super duper chill and super amazing and actually extremely helpful and willing to like help out anybody. They came up to me afterwards, after my shift, and went, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine, just really overwhelmed." And they were like, "Well, you did great. You handled Peter and Frank's line." And I'm like, "I did what now?" Hold on. Dang it. I can't zoom in. You know what I'm trying to do. Anyways, I did what now? I did what? I did what? You telling me I handled the big bosses' lines? The mans themselves? You telling me I handled their line by myself, not knowing what the heck I was doing the entire time? You telling me I was doing that? And turns out I handled that by myself, on my own. No direction, no directory. Pure guess, overhearing what bigger bosses were saying, and just assumed anything they said was right. And turns out that was the best direction to go, because apparently it was right and I did a very great job, and everybody was like super duper proud of me, because it was apparently that is a difficult job to handle on your first day, on your first year as a volunteer. Apparently that is pretty hard, and I was like, huh, I'm proud of myself. And then after my shift, I took time to just like go calm down, calm down from the overstimulating, overwhelming sense of that shift. Got off and immediately just like went to go shop around. I had my autograph that day with Frank Welker, so that man will never know how much it meant to me to hear him, to number one get my Soundwave G1 2018 reissue figure signed, firstly, and secondly, when he was signing my Soundwave figure, he did Soundwave's voice for me, which he'll never understand how much I'll appreciate that moment, because of the fact that it genuinely just made me actually smile and feel better after the hecticness I had dealt with. It just made things a lot more better, and I really enjoyed it, and it was very sweet of him. He'll never know, but I'll always remember that he made my day after that, on that Saturday. I'll always remember that he did a Soundwave voice, and it cheered me up. And then, apart from getting an autograph from Frank Welker himself, Megatron and Soundwave's original voice actor, apart from that, what do we call it? Whatchamacallit? Old growth and birch forms. Anyways. I also met a few I went around to the voice actors that day and just like, you know, got autographs and photos for the second day. One of the voice actors that is the voice actor for Prowl in Robots in Disguise 2009, I think. I believe. I believe that should be correct. I believe that should be right. 2009 Robots in Disguise, RID. Wayne, I forgot his last name, but Wayne, he's the voice actor of Prowl. He was very sweet. He was so sweet. He after like I paid for like, you know, my, because you know, everybody's gotta make money somehow, guys, and it's rough out here, so understandable. After I paid for an autograph and a photo with him, he was like, wait, hold on, I got something else for you. Gave me a freebie print and signed it, and also did a freebie voiceover for me in the original, in his voice for Prowl from 2009 Robots in Disguise. So he was very sweet. Him and Frank made my day with those two little things. They made my day. They won't ever understand how much I'll ever forever appreciate that, because it genuinely cheered me up for the day, and it was very sweet, and it was amazing to meet them as well. On top of that, I also met other voice actors of the G1 actors, the G1 voice actors for the Transformers, the original cartoon and the movie. I don't remember everybody, but I think on Saturday I definitely met Wayne. I met Bumblebee's G1 voice actor Dan. I met Frank, obviously. I don't remember half the people I met. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm such a fake fan. Just kidding. But no. I basically shopped and then when I went to the dealer room, I just shopped around. I kind of bought more art prints from like the voice actors and getting their signatures than I did at Artist Alley, than I did of getting merchandise at Artist Alley. Basically I bought like a few art prints on Saturday and was like, yeah, okay, I also just kind of was scouting around just to see what there was, so I could technically actually buy anything on Sunday if I wanted to. And so I kind of just scouted around about. I did at the time, because I did buy my iPad case, and I had been trying to look for somebody who would take a commission like that, of like, can you draw directly onto my iPad case, for a little bit. So I was like, okay, maybe I can find an artist that will do it at TFCON, because I wanted specifically Transformers art on my iPad case, which, yay. After like buying stuff and looking around and asking around to different artists that were in the Artist Alley, I eventually found somebody that was like willing to take the commission, but they were like, I really don't want to charge you, because if I do this entire commission and then it scratches off, and then yeah, I'm just gonna feel bad, because then you just paid this amount of money and it didn't even stay. And I was like, yeah, I like, understandable. So we talked it out, and he was like, I'll test it, because I was like, I'll get you markers. I was like, I'll get you markers, dude. Like, I will get you markers out of my own pocket. So he was like, okay, you know what? If you're willing, if you really want this, we can do it, but I'm gonna make a test first, and then if that works, then we'll continue further with the commission. So bro tested it, made sure it was legitimately working. Oh, that's a witch. That's the sound of a witch. Oh, it's an otter. I mean, that's a ferret. Basically, he did the test. We kind of waited. I came back after a little bit of shopping, came back around, and he was like, okay, so it seems like it'll only scratch off if I do it with my nail. And so we settled the commission. He took the acrylics that he needed that I gave him, and I basically would pick it up the next day, basically. And apart from that commission, I also had to pick up my stuff I picked it up on Sunday, but I had to pick up stuff from Casey Kohler, who is one of the artists, the comic artists who have worked on the series of the comics themselves, here and there. Little dibble, little dabble. And I also mainly just bought a lot of art from the artists that were at in the dealer room. I mainly I mainly bought a lot of Rodimus and Hot Rod focused art because he's my favorite. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. I love my favorite. I did also was trying to keep my eye out for figures, but I just got so tunnel focused about like wanting to meet people that I just kind of like wanting to meet some of the voice actors. I just kind of forgot about figures at the end of it, and I feel horrible for not at least buying one for myself, but whatever. I got prints. I got art prints and the freebies and gifts and trinkets from people, which is good enough for me. What the freak? What are you? I don't want to go in there. Seems scary. And yeah, and then after the convention was done, that Saturday and Sunday were the days I had my art prints, so I was handing them out. Once the convention was done for the night, for the day, me and a few friends who I had like, you know, asked to like group up with them for TFCON, where like we all were gonna go to a concert in which was going to have Stan Bush and Vince DiCola, who are two artists who worked on making the scores and the music for some of the most like pretty famous hits over in Transformers, the movie and the TV series itself, and also a few other movies and films and video games they've done work for. We got to basically watch a concert. Basically it was a concert, and I got to meet a few of the people that they were working with in the band to, like, you know, one of them was super duper cool. I forgot their name, but he was so cool. He got so stoked when I was like, here you go, and I gave him some art prints, and he was like, oh my god, these are so cool. I gave him all three since I had one of Skybound Optimus colored and non-colored, those two. And then I had the Hot Rod Void Rivals cover I made based on the original cover from scratch in Illustrator. A lot of people really liked the Hot Rod one that when I posted about it, being like, hey, if you're at a TFCon, come get a print from me. Some people were like asking in like my comment section of my TikToks, being like, hey, do you have a shop? And I'm like, no. Even some of the voice actors also were like, "Why? If you don't have, is it like, are you gonna open a shop? Because this is such a good, this is so good." And I was like, "Oh my god, no, I don't." But I might think about it now because people apparently want my art. But yeah, we went to a concert. We didn't really stay the entire time because one of our friends was like, they're not the kind to like, you know, handle long standing, which is like, you know what, that's fair. I don't think anybody would want to stand that long for a concert, but apparently people do it. I don't know how. They do it though. And so basically we kind of dipped a little bit before the end was coming around, and we kind of dipped, went to go grab food for the rest of them at In-N-Out. Well, the Goobers went. Is this a villager? Oh, it is. Okay. We passed by at an In-N-Out before we went back to the hotel to like grab some food for the others because the others were hungry. Then I just went home for the night. And then Sunday, yippee, last day of the convention. Woohoo. I didn't get there as early as I had the past 2 days because the rest of the volunteers were like, dude, you don't need to be here that early. You're fine. Go just sleep in. And I was like, okay. I didn't even sleep in because I went to church early morning, so yeah, after church I just went straight back to the convention to get ready for my next shift, which again, line control outside real quick for like an hour, and then put inside to handle in the lines in the dealer room, because there was two booths who were next to each other that it had a very long line because of how much interest people really wanted plushies of Transformers Prime characters that this one booth was selling, which absolutely amazing, but holy jeez, there was so many people. we had to organize the line just to, like, you know, allow people to still roam freely to the other booths in between without a line backing up, like, without a line blocking walkways and stuff like that. So we had to organize where the line for the plushie booth went, and then the other booth, your guiding, we had to also arrange a line for both of them since they were right next to each other and they were both really high demand booths. Since they were both really high demand booths, we had to like arrange a line just so that, like, you know, we could, you know, people could still have room to like walk by. People like, I don't like you. To walk by, to go ahead and, like, you know, shop still without any of those lines interfering with anybody's walkways or anything like that. And then that day, eventually after like 3 hours of my shift, I was allowed off so I could. Nope. Don't know what those are, but I don't like them. Don't like them. Nope. Don't know what that was, and I don't want to find out. I'm good. Anyways, basically, I grabbed my friends after I was allowed to get off my shift because I had to get autographs and photographs and autographs out of the way. So I was in my cosplay underneath my uniform for volunteers. Immediately changed out of the volunteer stuff, which was just the shirt on top. Took the shirt off. Had my other shirt underneath it, and it was like, all right, cosplay ready, let's go. And basically grabbed my friends when it was time for our photo. Another friend let me into their duo photo between Frank Welker and Peter Cullen. So shout out to them because they were super duper cool to let me into that kind of photo. So I got to meet Peter twice that Sunday. Because I had an autograph with him on Sunday, I think afternoon. I was in the autograph afternoon signings. And yeah, so shout out to Big Man who let me, shout out to Big Oomph who let me join in that photo. And I also had photos with Frank Welker that I had two tickets to it, so basically means I had 2 sessions. One session was by myself, and then another session was with my friends who I invited into the photo because I was like, you know what? Everybody here, you guys have weekend passes, so so basically means you guys are able to join in the photo if you have that, or the premium weekend pass. So had my friends join it. Hello, are you a jumping spider? No, you're just a regular spider. I had my friends join in the photo because I asked them if they wanted to be in it, and basically, and then, you know, roamed around a little bit, shopping here and there again. Went shopping, back to meeting voice actors. There was this one voice actor who, his name's Joe. I forgot his last name. But Joe, he was very sweet and kind. He literally, like, I was kind of walking around the edges of, like, the edge of where some voice actors were put, like, in a corner, sort of. And he saw me, like, kind of, I was just looking around to be like, huh, okay, that's cool. I was looking at his booth, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He voices this and this and this. That's pretty cool. And I was about to walk away before he started flagging me down and be like, no, come back. Please, I'm lonely. Please talk to me. There's nobody here. And I'm like, I felt bad. So I was like, okay. So I was like, okay. I went back around, looped back around, and basically just was like, hi, hello, and, you know, basically got to know him. He's a voice actor that has been in a lot of different shows, a lot of different TV shows and series and games over the years. He voiced Jiminy Cricket, one of the characters in Violet Evergarden. I think it's Evergreen or Evergarden. I don't remember. And I forgot the other iconic characters he's voiced because I have a terrible memory. But basically, he was very cool and all super awesome and nice. I got an autograph and photo with him because I was like, you know what? Hell yeah, why not? And basically, and then I also gave him, since I was giving out the freebies, the princess freebies, I gave him some, and he was like, oh my god, these are so cool. Do you ever consider he's like, do you have any, as soon as he got those prints, he was like, are you by any chance like looking to like getting into anything like in terms of like graphic design or something? And I was like, I would love to. However, I'm still working on getting my major and, you know, getting my degree. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, you're amazing and you should definitely keep going. And I was like, thank you. Because I also expressed to him about the whole someone apparently wanted me. Someone really wanted my prints, so they were expressing interest in a shop. And he was like, you should. Yeah, that'd be great. Like, you should go for that. And I was like, he was so cool. He was so chill. I loved him so much. I hope they invite him back next year because he was super duper chill. And basically, we kind of chatted for a little bit before eventually I walked off because I had to go, you know, find more stuff to buy and voice actors to meet. On Sunday, I met the voice actor Perceptor, Jetfire, Joe himself, who's been a voice actor for different characters and also was a voice actor for one of the characters in Robots in Disguise 2009. I met Gary Chalk. No. Kill me, actually, no. No, I'm sorry, chat. No. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on the names. I'm so bad with names and voice actors in general. Anyways. No, I didn't meet Gary, never mind. I met, shoot, I forget who I met. Dog, I just know I met a lot of different artists. I met Vince again because I had seen him the night before at the concert and he was very nice and very calm. Got a picture and autograph with Stan Bush. Got my Void Rivals covered, signed. Thinking. Yeah, okay, there's just a lot of people I met, okay? There's just a lot of voice actors I met that were super duper cool and amazing and chill. And, you know, and also I went around as well, like, checking up on the vendors, because I don't know where it came from, the tendency to ask if everyone was okay, including the voice actors themselves. And the staff and other volunteers who were either off or on shift whenever I was on or off shift, of being like, are you guys okay? Do you need water? Do you need food? What do you like? If you need anything, just let us know. Flag down one of us in the yellow shirts and, you know, basically doing my job when I wasn't on shift. And I kept checking up on everybody, which I think some of the voice actors really appreciated that because they kind of were like, aw, just kind of appreciating the fact that, like, even though it's not remotely my job or related to me to be doing that, I think they just appreciated the gesture that somebody was just genuinely going out of their way to be like, are you good, you okay, you cool, you need water, blah blah blah. I also did the same with the artists. I got, I think the very few merch that I did buy that wasn't art prints were like some keychains and one matrix necklace that I forgot their name, but I know who they are, who the artist is. And yeah, just kept handing out prints and freebies to people in the convention as well, along with to like vendors and artists and voice actors. And also getting my commission from on my iPad back from shout out to Ryan, TG, shoot, I forgot his at. It's on my Twitter. all my TFCON haul stuff is posted on my Twitter. Shout out to Ryan, who was the artist who did the commission. He's mainly on Instagram though, so if you guys want to go check him out, he's on Instagram. And shout out to one of the staff at TFCON, because they gifted me a Kingdom class Rodimus from War for, I think it's War, I'm pretty sure it should be War for Cybertron. I might be wrong about that. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm horrible with names and memory. I'm horrible with details, guys, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? You can correct me about it later. And then also just kind of like trying to hang out with my friends at the exact same time that I could. Eventually, you know, cleaning up is helping people helping like the staff pack stuff up and being there for like, oh, in case people needed this or needed that, blah blah blah. Just kind of helping out and helping get last minute things in before I eventually said my goodbyes. And then me and my friends were like, we're hungry, let's go find somewhere to eat. We went to some pizza place that's like Prime Pizza, which all of us being mentally ill Transformers fans would kept being like pointing at the sign and be like, oh my god, it's a Prime, like Ultimate, and yeah, you know, you get the point. And us just being silly and getting food for the last day before eventually we went back to the hotel, saying goodbye to those who were already leaving for the night because it was like around 7 or 8 by the time. Yeah, by the time we were back from the pizza eating, it was like around 8 to 9 p.m. So 2 people were going back home. I went back up to the hotel room with my friends that they had to wait to get picked up, said my goodbyes, and went home. Oh my god! Brother! Souls! Why are you like this? Souls! Please! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I'm gonna get you. Dude, I was just about to end stream too, because I'm done talking. I'm done yapping. Yes, sir, because why not? I'm gonna get you. But yeah, overall though, TFCON, I would absolutely do it again. And I would absolutely volunteer again, which is why I'm going to be returning next year. So if any oomphs or anybody decides to go to TFCON, and you see me, whether I'm on shift in whatever color shirt they're going to give us for next year, or, you know, just being a silly Billy and running around the convention in my cosplays, just come find me, bro. I won't be doing anything special. I won't be doing anything. So, you know, just come hit me up. Come find me. It'll be fine. Oh, right. Speaking of cosplays, the first day, Friday, I cosplayed as Verity, who is in an indirect way is like the niece of Ultra Magnus, which is a character. He's similar, not really similar, but for some reason people confuse him for Optimus a lot. He has a mainly blue paint job with a little bit of red and white in there, but people confuse him for Optimus because of like the height, the color of the main color of his like his frame, and like his finials, which is like his ears, his little ear flicks, little flicky ears. For the second and third day, I dressed up the same character, which was me just being Rodimus in his hollow form. Hollow form Rodimus, because I wanted to cosplay Rodimus, because he's my favorite, and I love my fave. I will forever love my favorite. That will never change. And I was gonna be Nautica. I was gonna be Nautica's hollow form for Sunday, but something came up that I did Rodimus twice. Yeah. Something came up, so I did Rodimus twice in a row for specific reasons. And what the fuck? Why is I lagging? And basically, you know, just chilling, just vibing. I was tempted to like kind of work with EVA foam to make an official like an official suit of sorts of Rodimus, but then I was like, you know what? I need to calm down. I am not that crazy good with like making a suit. Like, sure, I made my own antennas for Comet for TwitchCon for my cosplay as my persona, but I am not Bob the Builder when it comes to making an actual suit fully out of EVA foam, or like the majority of it out of EVA foam, because I've never made a suit before. How the hell was I thinking I was gonna actually be able to pull it off, like, 2 months before the convention. Like, I was like, you know what? No, it's just, I'm just not, no. I'm not crazy enough to work on that and do that and be like, yeah, I'll totally get it done. Yeah, no. I might work on it from now until next year. I think that would be a safer choice because it gives me a lot of room for trial and error. It definitely gives me plenty of room for trial and error when it comes to like making a suit. I would have a lot of room for trial and error and redoing stuff as I go from now until like the next TFCON. Ooh, what is this? Put that. Food! Windblade. Oh, that's chalk. Stealing all your food, sir. Aged photograph. Infinity hand. Infinity hand. Oh. What the fuck is that here, Brian? Oh, okay. That was the zombie. Never mind. Thank you so much for the sub, souls. Shout out to you, dog. And yeah, so I might make a full suit for TFCON if I'm crazy enough to do it. Which I'm still debating it even now because I'm kind of like, is it worth it? Is it worth going through the stress and pain of making a suit with no prior experience on my own? Is it really worth it? So I might still go through with the idea. I just need to see if I'll do it. Maybe. But anyways, chat. What the hello? Okay. Chat, that was my yap fest of TFCon LA. That was my recap. My yap. I hope you enjoyed my yap. What the fuck? I hope you enjoyed my yap while I played Minecraft. I hope you all enjoyed. Will I be live again? I don't know. I don't know when I'll be live again. Because I am a busy bee. And I am a college student who works. So, there's no guarantee I'll be able to stream. So, if I do happen to stream, you guys will see the pings go crazy in live. And if I don't, well, I don't. What can I really do in that situation? But basically, wait, what's here? Chest? No. Basically, I'll try to stream as much as I can. However, I can't really. I try my best with what I can do because, you know, college student over here. So most of my time gets pretty taken up and busy with gets pretty caught up with when it comes to me just like being busy. So oftentimes I won't be able to stream as much as I'd like to. I'd love to stream more, but again, college student, I don't exactly have as much time as I would. Also because I'm just really bad at managing my time. So if I could manage my time better, I would definitely stream a whole lot more. But I'll try to stream when I can. Ooh, never mind, I'll take these arrows. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Give me the bow. And emeralds. And the bread. But basically, I'll try to stream as much as I can. Holy Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'll try to stream as much as I can whenever I'm able to. But there's no guarantee again, as I am sort of a full-time college student and I have to mainly focus most of my attention onto my assignments so I can get a good grade and pass. What the heck is that? Wait, hold on, I'm curious. But again, yeah, I no guarantee. If I'm stream, I stream. If I don't, I don't. Not a whole lot you can really do with that other than just like, you know, woo, if I stream, I stream. Oh, I'm stupid. That's the same place I just went to. If I stream, I stream. If I don't, I don't. Not a whole lot you can really do. But basically, chat, that's the end of today's stream. It was just me yapping and crashing out about one of my classes earlier. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you guys are. I think we're gonna be here for a quick sec because I need to get back to land somewhere and not just on the outskirts of Narnia real quick. But chat, enough. I've been yapping this entire time. How have you guys been? Chat, how have you been? I want to know about your guys' day. How's your guys' day been? How does life go? How do work be if you got work? How do it go? How do it be? How it be going? How it doing? I'm gonna keep repeating myself until somebody in chat answers. Oh wait, I forgot one detail about Sunday. Sunday, same thing with like Frank and Peter's line starting up hours beforehand for their autographs and the photos. Same thing happened with the panel, except information from one of my friends. Apparently, when they were doing like, because there was prior panels before theirs, apparently, like way early, like I would think like 2 to 3 hours beforehand, because the panel for Peter and Frank was at 4. People were starting to line up outside the lobby doors of the panels, of where the panels were, like 2 to 3 hours beforehand. Which, again, I respect the grind, but one of my friends who I was like, you know, hanging out with for the convention, literally told me, dude, it was a literal mob forming in the lobby because of the fact that there was people leaving the panel room of the previous panel that was there, and then more people trying to get into the panel room when the new panel was up. Which, if you know anything about, you know, conventions, people trying to come in at the same time people are trying to leave. You know what? You know how, like, cars will have a traffic jam? Yeah, imagine that with human beings. That is exactly what happened. And eventually, some of us on Sunday, we were called away from our when I hopped back on the job after shopping, because I was like, let me go help out, see what people need. Immediately, the two staff people that were in charge of us volunteers immediately was like, everybody needs to get over here now. The volunteers, we need you guys over here now. So immediately, one of the main staff that was in charge of us, she lets us know what's the rundown, what's up, what's gonna happen, and what to say as information to the people. Which immediately I was like, in which the person who was in charge of us, one of them, she's very sweet, she's very soft spoken, so the loudest she could really yell was like an average loud voice you'd hear in a room. But because there was so much noise going on and so much crowded talking that genuinely nobody could hear her. So immediately I looked over and immediately locked the fuck in and started just immediately shouting out the exact same orders so that she was giving out to people, because nobody was listening because they couldn't hear her. And immediately shouting out like, single file line. Mind you, this line went from inside the panel rooms, which is where like the original entrance of the hotel is, like the entrance behind the entrance of the registration for the lobby is the main entrance. Behind that area is where the panel was. So the line started from behind there, past the sliding doors, passing the pool, passed into the other building that's where the other half of the hotel rooms are held for this hotel, past those doors, past that building, inside, and back to the outside of where the original entrance for each morning the convention was like held at. It was that big of a line. So I literally just went up and down several million times, shouting out all the information and making sure I stopped at certain areas to shout out to like different sections. I basically sectioned people off. Like one section I would tell them everything and make sure to give them the whole rundown and make sure they heard me, and then move on to the next section and repeat the process over and over and over again, which I'm pretty sure I kept reassuring people, being like, I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna be exhausted and tired of hearing me repeat the same information a million times. But anyways, here's this information, here's this reminder. Well, also, like, apart from me shouting out the information that they needed to know for, like, for who could come into the panel, like who needs accommodations, so they can come to the front of the line with me because they need accommodations or they have a disability, so they need to come to the front. Just shouting out the information, what wristband and what pass of the weekend could basically come in to see the panel. Notifying people up and down, just like, hey, there's people from the previous panel in there already, so more than likely there's no guaranteed seats, no saving seats. Don't argue with just general information about everything, right? And I also would throw in my own stuff of like, just make sure you guys eat, just make sure you guys are eating, make sure you're hydrating, because again, it is California. It is hot. Our weather is bipolar. So it was hot outside for the people it was hot for the people standing all in the line, because the line was kind of like in the places of where the sliding doors would have been like closing, so the AC would have been like, nice and cool, keeping the place, hello? Where did I put it? What? Did I chuck it? I don't know where it went. Let me check my backpack. Hello? I think I just chucked that into Narnia. Oh no, never mind. Oh, it's right. It's in that random slot right there. Okay, whatever. Basically. And then also just, reminding people to take care of themselves, because, it is the convention. You need to eat. Your health is more important than, going to watch a panel or going to meet voice actors. Like, genuinely, your health is more important and always will be. And yeah, basically just being a big old voice. Which at the end of it, one of the staff people were really impressed with me being able to they found me, I don't know, I would say impressed, but they found it super amazing that I was able to both give directory and be able to help out with line control, while at the same time also expressing niceness about it, of people needing to take care of themselves and stuff like that. Which, shout out to that super cool staff. They're pretty cool. Shout out to them. Hopefully, I will more than likely see them next year. And I think that's all of my stories for TFCON. Shh, no, go away. I think that's all of my information I think I have for TFCON. Yeah, that's all my information I have in my head about it. What the freak are you? Freaks of nature. Anyway, so we're gonna stop in here real quick. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ooh, loot. What is this? Ink. Ooh, I'm stealing that. Arcan assets. I'm taking that. I don't know what it is, but I'm taking it. But I think that's all the story time I think I have. Oh. Shit. What was that? Arcane. Okay. I think that's all of the story time I have for TFCON and the convention in general. So, chat, thank you guys so much for joining me. We're gonna see if Hunter is still live. Hunter is indeed still live. Okay. This is not live either. I'm IRL. Hunter's still live. Who else is still live? Who else is live right now? Mayhem. Pex. I think I'm just gonna raid Hunter. Anyways, chat. Thank you guys so much for joining my yap. Thank you for listening to me yap about my special interest and where I went. I'm also, like I mentioned, I am in the works of a shop. I'm still, figuring stuff out about it. Cause, again, you don't want to get caught up in the mess of, like, getting stuff wrong for a shop because, the taxes people are scary. Anyways, but, basically, what the freak? Sorry, I saw something weird on my stuff. Basically, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for listening to me, talk about my special interests, like the little goober I am. I am working on a shop. What the freak? What the flip? What the flip? Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you eat, sleep, hydrate, stay safe. Do your schoolwork. Enjoy your breaks if you have any spring breaks like I do for next week. Take care of yourselves. I don't know when I'll be live again. Streamer stuff. Yes. Go